Hello, I'm K Kurd.
Hello, I'm Marcus Bronzy.
This is
Ain't Got a Clue.
Apparently so. Can I just say a massive shout out to Ash from The Traitors? She got in touch recently, and said she's been listening to Ain't Got a Clue. What I think's happened is she searched Traitors and found our episode on that.
Was it the episode where we were talking
about Traitors?
So much smash about her, like so much horrible stuff. Or was it the one we said some nice stuff about her?
We didn't mention her.
No, I'm missing her. In case she's listening again, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that was the issue.
Was that the issue? Oh, sorry, Ash. You did your season 1, Ash, innit?
No,
season 2, Ash.
Yes, season 2, Ash.
Sorry, no, season 2, Ash. A traitor early on. Sorry, right,
that
Ash.
Paul got rid of.
Yeah, Ash. You were good, but I think what it was is earlier on. It's easy to do too much.
Marcus being very diplomatic.
I think it's easy to do too much, and I think you want to. The thing is, I would love to know her insight.
All right, for my funniest thing with Ash, bro, like forget the insight, was when Claudia went Traitors, and then she looked up. At her I was like, my love, this is going to be a very hard game for you.
Yeah, man.
But
she was good. She almost got into that role where I think society was looking at her as like she's going to look after the group. That's what they thought. But then, it was a tricky one for her, man. It was a tricky one, but that was a good season, isn't it?
Very, very.
And the reason I get my seasons mixed up is because I watched both back to back. All right, before you get onto me out there.
Apparently, I don't know how true this is, but I saw a rumor online that Harry, the winner, has rejected Celebrity Big Brother.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that? I wonder what the price, what the wage packet would be for Big Brother. He'd be fantastic in Celebrity Big Brother.
Do you think?
Yeah, because sometimes in Big Brother they make people turn, don't they? They make them do stuff. So we're all going to be
wrestling, innit?
Yes. So we're going to expect it to be like, Dear 15, Harry is asked to come into the Big Brother. What's it called again? The diary room. Comes in and they go like, right, so we have, you have to go in there and you have to say that somebody who's just left the house is no longer with us anymore, and you have to hold up that facade for 24 hours.
That.
Bro,
he will smash that.
Bro, I reckon he'd end up. They'd probably like write a song about him. There'd be a sigil that they'd make for him. There'd be like a little
sigil.
They'd make a sigil, like a little logo, just representing the lost housemate.
What is that? I've never heard of a sigil.
So like,
I've heard of residual.
You've heard of residual. A sigil could be like a logo. It could be a logo that's made up of letters.
You used to rap in it.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's what
I used to MC. Do you know who found out I used to MC the other day and messaged me? Manga was like, you used to be a whole MC, you know? That was a really bad manga impression.
Can you put a video into the Patreon?
Of me MCing?
Yeah.
I don't think any of it's out there. I think there are people out there that have.
So how does Manga know?
Uploading stuff? I don't know. He's plugged in.
Don't say you don't know, because I will message Manga.
I've messaged him and asked him, and he's not got back to me yet. So I don't know. He'll let us know in good time.
Oh, Manga aired your message.
There was a time when everybody used to MC. Yeah.
I never MC'd for
really.
Yeah.
MCK.
But I just thought it'd be weird.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of that guy where I was like, I'm not black.
Yeah.
This is going to be weird, isn't it? And here's the thing, right? Eminem was the only white rapper I respected.
Okay.
And then I was just like, I'm not Latino, like Fat Joe or whatever, but that was the closest I could see myself like at the time. Do you know what I mean? And that's a stretch, innit? But I was like, just leave this alone, man.
Yeah.
This is somebody else's culture.
Maybe that's
you're a guest in it.
Yeah.
Just take part.
Maybe you survived that, but it was so early on in my life, I was a grime DJ and a grime MC. MC Bronzy, bro.
MC Bronzy. What was your bars? What was your signature bar?
I'm not going to do that on this show. But yeah, I had bars. There might be stuff out there, but
my friend Ben, who now runs Room 187. You know that R&B night.
Yeah.
He runs that now. Yeah. But he never used to rap when we were in school. When he went to uni, he used to get on a mic as like a host, and he used to be like, "It's the big black man from Ghana. If you're not gonna skank low, skank harder."
Yes, come on.
And I don't know why, but it used to tickle me so much, right?
Love those bars.
Because he's like 6'4", innit?
Yeah.
And it was just like, the big black man from Ghana, if you're not going to skank low, skank harder. I was just like...
Heavy. That in the funky house scene, that could have blown that lyric.
In the funky house scene, that was Nas, bro.
Yeah.
That was lyricism.
Yeah.
You're talking about a genre that said heads, shoulders, knees and toes, right?
I like that song, man.
No, I love that song. But I'm saying, it was literally a nursery rhyme that they thought, do you know what, this was... Why didn't they have Twinkle Twinkle Little Star Guy in places, bruv? No one would like... Jump in the Middle and Skank. Right?
Jump in the Middle and Skank was like a bit. It's funny. Every scene seems to have their hokey cokey in it. They have their little hokey cokey in it, and that was the electric slide.
That was Funky House's Candy.
Yeah, that was. There you go. The electric slide of Funky House. Yeah,
is that a real name for it? I was giving it the hood name in it.
The candy dance.
Sweet like candy.
Yeah.
I still don't know how to do that dance, by the way.
Really?
And I'm not going to learn now. It's too late.
Yeah, man.
I've got this far in life at being at parties, just keeping myself occupied while that's happening.
Yeah.
That I don't really go to parties anymore.
I've seen you bust a little move. I've seen you when the right music gets you. I've seen you vibes in a little bit.
Old school R&B and hip hop.
Yeah.
I'm there, bro, because I know the lyrics to that stuff. See this new stuff?
Yeah.
I was going to mention it last week, but I'm pretty much done with a lot of modern day hip hop and R&B.
Have you gone to like a student night? But have you gone to like a young people's kind of R&B night recently? It's.
I need to go to R&B slow jams.
Yeah. What you'll find is you'll enjoy the start of the night the best, because that's like the warm up old school music. That is when you're going to be like, woo!
Are you saying I'm going to enjoy like that the deep cuts of Montel Jordan? I know that I hurt you, man. I was off trying to be a man.
So if the club opens at 8:30 p.m, you need to be there about 8:45 till 10:45. After that, it's not your time.
By the way, Montel Jordan, he was on Celeb SAS America.
How did he do?
He went out with an injury. But
that's not how you do it.
Yeah, but yeah, no, look at this guy. I really those R&B nights. I really like if Terror Squad, Lean Back comes on.
Yeah,
bro, I am Fat Joe at that point. Everybody leave the dance floor. I am now Fat Joe, right? I have got the pencil beard now, right? Because that's what he's got now.
So thin, wasn't it?
No, but now he pencils it.
Does he pencil it in?
Yeah, it is like, you know, when you see certain people, you're like, I swear you've tattooed your hairline. It's mad,
heavy,
right? But then I reckon that's got to be one of those songs where the first line is very memorable. Like, I think that and Mobb Deep Shook One's two of the most memorable first lines in hip hop. Like, you know, like Mobb Deep when I got you stuck off the road. What? Yeah, or like when he goes, I don't give a fuck about your thoughts or mishaps. What? As soon as I hear those words, the electricity that runs through my body.
You can hear it, guy. You can hear it. You can imagine this. You can imagine K just shocking out. So,
bro. Yeah. And he goes, but obviously I have to self-censor. There's clips of me self-censoring myself in real life.
Respect that.
So don't dance, we just pull up a pit, and then I'll just start doing a madness. But yeah, you're quite right. Early night with R&B and hip hop's playing, yeah. Then when they start playing Amapiano and this, listen, I'm not a man that hates Amapiano, Afrobeats, reggaeton, any of these sorts of music, right? I can only take about 3 songs.
Yeah.
Same with Bashment or like dance or whatever you want. 3 songs, I'm fine. Once it starts getting into like a 30-minute set of this, I'm a bit like, all right now, okay.
Can I keep it pushing?
Yeah, I'm like, let's keep the pace going. What I've realised recently, though, my music taste has gone a bit left now.
When you say left, where to left?
Listen, I've always been a fan of unts. For those that don't know what unts like, yeah. So in summer, I go proper like that. Do that again. Do that. I love all of that. I love all of that. I'll even go to the commercial route. Some of the stuff that you hear on Love Island, right?
Yeah.
Love that, right?
So are you saying that maybe when it was out, house every weekend, house every, you might have let that bump in your car a couple of times, and the sun's hitting you right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, like, even stuff like I'm a different person.
Hey, come on. The sun is shining.
Yeah,
oh my! Anyway,
but now I'm getting into
just do that for the rest of the episode.
Majestic casual playlists, that kind of vibe, right? Do you know what I mean? Real deep vibey. So like, I start playing that in my car, and I'm like, yo, you know when like the DJ names are like Vandal Skark or whatever, like
Don Vastenreich.
Yeah, when you start seeing German DJs,
names, you know it's about to get vibey.
Dutch DJs, that I've gone down that rabbit hole, and I find there's no lyrics in it. It's just like, listen, yeah, massive. Like, we need to bring Funk Butcher on to like give us a real seminar, right?
Prison Nairobi, bruv.
Yeah.
DJing. Listen, this guy's international. We need to when he's in the country. Yeah.
And like black coffee.
Yeah.
These kinds of. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, so it's I've become a real unsa, right? Not the kind like that's like taking pills and that. But like in the car, sometimes I don't want to, like, because in the industry we're in, we hear a lot of talking and opinions and stuff. Yeah. Sometimes all I need to hear is just a bit of like, you know, like from the singer. For shout out to one of my friends, right? She is a Kurdish woman that I knew when I was younger. We went to Kurdish school together, right? And recently I heard a song, right? And I was like, oh, this is sick. And I saw her name, and I was like, hold on. Are you featuring on it? And it's her song.
Oh, heavy.
Yeah,
it's out now.
Yeah, Paul Woodford and LF System featuring Cheyenne.
Nice.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, there you go, Kurdish go doing bits, right?
There you go, bruv.
In my head. Anyway, wait, no, that's not how it goes. How does it go? Hold on. Like, I'll play it, but not onto the thing to... This is
So the uns that you like.
Proper, hold on. Where'd you say? This is gonna get done for money.
So this is like, so for me, I'm feeling like Ibiza, the barbecue's going, we're having some chicken, you get me, just like the sun's setting, you get me, and we're just getting ready for a night out. Yes, man, come on.
Shirt, 5 buttons open.
Yes.
Come on.
Minimum.
Yes.
Minimum 5 buttons open. Yeah.
Bit of sunburn on the nose.
Yeah, but all of us stink of fucking Factor 50, because we put it on earlier today.
Disgusting amounts of aftershave on as well.
Bro, smell like a whorehouse.
Wow. I was going to say ground floor Selfridges, but shows where your mind's at.
Frank.
Man said same thing. This isn't a Patreon episode, by the way. You can sign up to that for more of Marcus's views. But yeah, I've become a...
It's all about the customers, by the way.
I've become a uns man.
Yeah.
I've become, like, I always was secretly, but I think now, like, I think hip hop's become too degenerate for me.
A lot of people are talking, because it's 50 years old now. A lot of people are talking about it, like the change in it, and there is a big contingency of old school people that are saying that in it, like they just don't like the new energy that it's bringing to the table.
I'm very much like, can we have some decorum now, please? Like when I'm hearing like, "Fuck my baby daddy," oh God, just someone turn off this garbage. When I was younger, we had proper songs about people, you know?
Yeah. I can't lie, I do like good content songs, but I think like, I'm a big fan of some trash once in a while, man. It's like TV, bro. Like I'll get out my house and be like, I don't watch reality TV, bro. But when I find something I like, I'm getting stuck into it.
But I hated the trash in our generation as well.
Okay,
like
right.
Jaquan, thank God he never made it.
Big up the one to the thing. All right, come on.
Very much trash. Right.
I love that stuff, bruv. No, I would never listen to it outside the club. But in the club?
Yeah, but come on. Ice Spice is saying things like, they think they're thick, but I'm thicker.
Yeah.
Their partners that are big, but I'm bigger. Like, come on, man. Like, do you know, I've said this, and I'll say it again. I used to like rappers that made me go, wow, it is hard to rap. Rappers nowadays make me go, I can give this a shot, bruv.
I feel like some songs have really good beats, right? And then it's like, as long as you don't fuck up the lyrics, you're kind of onto a winner. The beat is so good, you're like, you could say whatever you want.
You're right. But also, just on a tangent, now we're talking about Unz Unz.
Yeah.
Wes Nelson and Craig David. Did you hear that song?
Bruv, he needs to stop being good at everything, and I'm talking about Wes. Craig's, an amazing artist. Is he just doing, is he just good at, he is literally good at everything, isn't it?
Wes Nelson, yeah, I have got a bone to pick with you, yeah? All right, like Marcus said, just allow it now, innit?
Leave something.
For us.
He's
not, the guy's not even 30. And he's nuclear, I don't know what he's, nuclear chemical.
He's borderline, he's probably about to invent reinvent cold fusion or whatever it is, or like some new kind of nuclear energy source, which lasts forever. So he's probably going to do that on the side.
I bet you he knows how to he knows, he's the kind of guy that knows uranium's half-life. Off by heart.
Yeah.
Secondly,
smart as whatever. Einstein's smart. Yeah, go on.
He was on the Channel 4 reality show, The Games.
Yeah.
Won the whole lot, bruv.
Yeah.
Won the whole lot. Man is basically a heptathlete, right?
Yeah.
Then, what's it? He's like, you know what? Well, obviously, he's good looking as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's just whatever, right? Then he's like, yeah, whatever. I'm going to go into music. Doesn't just go into music like some people do. Smashes it.
Tune.
makes a tune, and then goes, do you know what? For my final trick, it's not even his final trick, but
it's not. Yeah, that's the worst.
Like,
this is the beginning. Yeah.
For my next trick,
I'm
going to make a song with my childhood hero, right? And I think it's safe to say we're massive Craig David fans on this podcast, right? Yeah, friend of the show. He's not, but we can
call him that. Yeah.
He follows us.
Yeah,
so, yeah. Goes for his next trick. He goes, I'm going to make a track with Craig David, right?
Wild.
Makes a track with Craig David, and it's a banger, bro.
It's not a pity feature, is it? It's not like a pity feature. You know, like someone's on a song and you're like,
It says Wes Nelson and Craig. It's not
featuring. Yeah.
Let me tell you, shout out to them, man, because they went top 40.
Yeah.
And all of that, right?
I bet you Wes is the kind of person, like, if you're in the kitchen, like, and you're cooking something, you're like, fuck, this stew just ain't right. He'll come along and have a little taste and he'll be like, you know what, it needs a little bit of this, sprinkle something in it. And you'll go, oh, that's amazing.
I'll tell you,
he's just over talented.
And he what's it? Got to the final of Celeb SAS.
Yeah, easy, of course.
Smashed it.
He's the kind of guy, if your car's not starting, turning over, he'll be like, let me have a look. Oh, yeah, mate. It's just you need to connect these two wires again.
Phalange.
Yeah, it's your next phalange. I just need to Have you got like a chewing gum and like a old key or something? Yeah, that'll fix you up for the next 10,000 miles. Oh, cheers.
I'll tell you what, if
I'm
I'm ever in a, God forbid, if I'm ever in a really bad situation, like you're on a desert island, you're on a plane, whatever, plane's gone down an emergency.
Have Wes.
I need Wes with me.
You need a Wes.
I need a Wes Nelson with me. Listen, Wes, we need to get you on a podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wes will be like,
someone clip this up and send it to him.
Someone will be lying on the floor with like a broken arm or leg, and he'll be like, "Yeah, that's a fractured femur. What we're going to need to do is, if anyone could, if you bring me some sticks and you get those vines over there tied us up, we're going to make a splint. And what we'll do is, I've actually seen a root flower over here, and that actually has natural properties that will actually work to do antiseptic and numb. So, where'd you learn that, Wes? I was just reading a book in between completing like a doctorate in flipping physics at the same time. The guy, leave some for us, Wes, please.
He is. I bet you he's first aid trained.
100% first aid trained. I bet you 100% first aid trained. 100%.
He's the guy in the studio. Don't worry, I'm a first aider.
Yeah. He's the guy. Like I say, I can do it. He's the kind of guy that'd be like, no, I did watch a series of YouTube videos with minor surgery, so I think I could actually do it. And you know what? If I was in a situation on a desert island and I got to pick someone to do the surgery, you know what, Wes, you can do it. Because even if it doesn't go well and you got to flipping heaven, like, oh, sorry, a guy called Wes was operating on me. Oh, Wes! Oh, yeah, he's a good guy. Right, wait till he gets up. It's going to be a right party, guys.
We know Wes.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy, if you made him on a computer game, you had bare points.
Yeah. He's an unlockable character, but you have to complete the game first.
99,
that's off the wall.
What was it? 93 on FIFA.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out Wes Nelson.
Shout out to Wes,
this is starting to sound weird. Though,
yeah, let's stop now.
Yeah, but hairline's great as well.
Yeah.
That pissed me off as well. Yeah. Anyway, right.
You got a good hairline though as well, bro.
So do you.
Nice, man.
So do you.
Nice,
yeah, I know,
nice.
but like it's still like, when like and another thing.
Another one, yeah.
And another thing. You got shout out Craig David and Wes Nelson, man. Like,
man.
Abracadabra.
Good guys, man. Good guys. But yeah, man, musically, like I've not done the left thing like you, but I've just been literally listening to everything, bruv. I'm like, if someone wants to recommend something to me, I'll have a listen to it, Might not like it.
Country's making a real big resurgence, right?
Stories,
country music.
bruv.
Even Beyonce has released a country song, right?
Stories, yeah.
We need to talk about, before we go back into Beyonce,
yeah.
Can we talk about the Super Bowl?
Yeah, man.
Right. Firstly, yeah, whatever. The game, innit? No one cares.
Oh, yeah, there's a game. Oh, yeah.
No, I'm joking. But listen, NFL UK, next Super Bowl, I think for me and Marcus to possibly, to properly review it, we need to be out there. So NFL UK, if you are listening, we need tickets to wherever the Super Bowl is being held next year.
Yeah.
Just so we can get a proper feel of it. Because right now, as it looks on TV, we're not really getting the real.
Nah, man. I think we need to get closer. I'm thinking like right close to the, not pitch, field. Sorry, that pisses off people. But yeah, let's get I want to be close to the field. I want to see some touchdowns.
Did you see who was close to the field? They had nightclub seats lining the corners with bottle service as if you're in a nightclub. Well, one thing about a Super Bowl, is when the next morning when the Super Bowl has gone out, because for us we see it at like 1 a.m.
Did you stay up? Or
no,
did
I
you
don't give a fuck. Did I stay up?
Some people did. It's like a big thing.
I was in bed before 11. I was not staying up.
So just after the DJ had finished playing the warm-up music, you was in bed. Boy.
Literally, because there was on Sky, they had like some pundits talking and whatever, and I looked at it and I was like, yep, time for me to go, right, because I don't understand it anyway. Well, I do, but I'm not going to pretend that I've been watching the whole season for this one game in it.
Yeah.
But most of the chat is always about a halftime show and did you see these adverts?
Yeah.
Right?
It's wild how the ads have become so big as well. Like, it's almost like...
Kanye West ad.
Yeah, it's wild. It's like what we have the Christmas ad here, innit? That's our only advert that I think is the talking point, and maybe an X Factor ad here or there. The
X Factor, that was a throwback.
Yeah. If you're on Britain's Got Talent,
Marcus doesn't watch TV.
Yeah, no, Big Brother 1.
You know what X Factor's on.
Big Brother on Channel 4.
X Factor hasn't aired for about 5 years.
But bruv, if you're like on one of those adverts, then you're like, it's next level.
Did you see Kanye's advert?
Yeah, bro.
Literally him just going, we had a advert, we bought a commercial spot for $7 million, but we had no more budget for the commercial, so buy my shoes, easy.com.
Wow. To be fair,
it wasn't as genius as people made out.
To be fair though, nice and simple, innit?
I know, but if he done that on Instagram, just be like, yeah, whatever, innit?
Yeah. But
it was just like the fact that he wasted that much money. But even if none of it made me want to go, let me buy the shoes.
You'd be surprised.
I think people will buy Yeezys
in this
regardless.
in this hype culture, like this frigging hype culture, hype beast culture. That alone will have paid itself off.
I saw what the new shoes look like. Let me tell you, man. If you want slim plimsolls, just go to Shoe Zone, bro. Just go on Amazon, buy some plimsolls. You don't need to like pay £42 for shipping or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, that got me vexed, but that's another thing.
And then there was the actual halftime show itself.
The halftime show, come on. Usher Raymond, right? R&B legend, right?
Let's just get rid of the R&B legend. He's just legend now, isn't
legend.
Just legend.
He needs to come to the UK though. I don't know why he's ducking the UK, but he needs to come, right? The thing, all right, performance was amazing, wonderful. There was a bit where we started rollerblading. Hold on.
Yeah.
Rollerblading.
Yeah.
One of the dancers fell. Did you see that?
Yeah.
One of the dancers fell. She went on TikTok.
Yeah.
She went on TikTok. Black eye.
Yeah.
Did you see this video?
Mash up, bro.
Did you see this video?
Yeah.
And it was like, here's why you don't lie on your resume or CV for those in Britain, right? She was like, when you're in the creative industries, sometimes you over exaggerate skills that you have, because if they ask you to do it, you'll be like, all right, whatever. I'll just learn how to do it in the time where the job has been offered to me, or whatever. Yeah. Now, for certain things, I assume that can work. Yeah. Right? Like, if they go horse riding, I'm sure you can get like a bunch of horse riding lessons in a month.
Yeah. Highly dangerous, but cool. Carry on.
Yeah, but you can...
I mean, that's, if I'm honest, Kay, of all the examples, that's a really bad one. That's a really fucking bad one.
Yeah, I mean,
ventriloquism. I'm like, that's a wild one as well.
Yeah.
All right, how about something
Speaking
simple?
French.
Speaking basic French. There we go. Yes, in a convincing French accent. Or an accent.
I could.
There we go. An accent. Yeah, cool.
Parlez-vous français? Ah ouais.
Yeah, oui. Bonjour. Salut.
Bonjour.
Tout doigt.
Bonjour. Bonjour, Ludovic. Anyway, that. I mean, there's certain things you could do. Horse riding, I reckon you could smash it in a month.
Bro, if you fuck up horse riding, bruv, you literally can break your back. There's an example of celebrities that have not survived horses and their experience.
You are on film, all right, saying you can fly a plane. Please do not tell me horse riding.
Yeah, one's buttons though, innit? One's pressing buttons at the right time, bro. Come on.
I got a dog.
There's no autopilot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. There's no autopilot for horse. They've got emotions, bruv. You have to connect with it, bruv.
But like I said, it's just a big dog.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just need to brush it.
Yeah.
So she has gone on TikTok and said, like, this is what's happened. She put this on her resume. Like, oh yeah, I can rollerblade. She was literally told about 2 or 3 days before the job that she's got the job in it. So she's gone, right, rollerblading, yeah.
Oh shit.
And then smashed her face in when it comes.
Wild. Also, though, bearing that in mind, even though Usher is he's an athlete level fitness and can do gymnastics and flips and all that, even for him to do that on his halftime show, it's quite a feat in it, because there is a small chance that he could trip up at any point and we'd all be like, you're on the biggest stage in the world. But he didn't. He did that. He also played a guitar as well.
No, he didn't. It was her, H-E-R.
Oh, he wasn't playing.
She was mimicking playing the guitar. So someone was playing the guitar. I don't know why she was just mimicking playing the guitar. I think she could.
There is a shot of him playing the guitar and he smacks Nicki Minaj's bum.
That is an old.
Oh yeah,
that was the old Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that was a Super Bowl. That was another. Old...
his last Super Bowl performance.
No, so but he was a guest on that one.
Was it?
Yeah, or like it was an award show.
That was it.
But because that one he smacks his head against her bum and then slaps her bum as well, which was, I think. Here's the thing, because this is going to lead me on to my next point about the next part of the performance.
Yeah.
I think Usher tries it, right? I think Usher tries it and sees what he can get away with when he's on the world stage. This is a man that allegedly has given people herpes, right? So,
we all forgot about that, innit?
Yes.
That was a massive rumor.
So, I think, like, all right, so when you're in the midst of a performance, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't rehearsed where you smack your head against a woman's bum and then slap it. I don't care what anybody says. That wasn't rehearsed. I think he gets in a moment and goes, oh no, man, it just took over me. But it was cool though, right? And they're like, you funny, whatever, right? I don't think that gets rehearsed, right? Alicia Keys comes out to perform. Now I've got another thing I want to say about Alicia Keys' performance. But first let's get to this point, and I think you know where I'm going with this here, Marcus, right?
Yeah.
Right. So they've got a great song together.
The video for that had a lot of chemistry in it.
My boo, right? Yeah. My boo. Do you know what my boo means? Yeah. My boo means, right? You are my one and only, my love, right? Now in that video, they used to have pictures of them as kids, and we thought. Obviously they'd photoshopped them, but when we were kids, see, they were really in love with each other. Like that. They've been together. Started when we were younger, we were mine. I used to think it said we were 9.
Okay.
That was one of them where I was like, oh yeah, you were 9. You've been together since you were 9 years old.
Man. She was playing chopsticks. He was there roller skating around.
Chopsticks.
I was just thinking, what's a simple piano?
When Alicia Keys first came out, very pro-black.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it felt like it was a moment, right? Do you know what I mean? And it felt like, because she had Mos Def in her videos and whatever, it was a very like...
Didn't he order fish and a hot chocolate or something of it? Sorry, this is such left... Doesn't he order fish?
With a hot chocolate, and she made it with milk because her manager tells people to make it with water, but she makes it with proper cream. That was in
I'm just saying, fish and chocolate is a funky... Like, I don't want to know what his breath was like at the end of that day.
Gastritis will see you, my friend.
Most breath. Could be most breath up in there, yo. Yeah, anyway.
I've got something to say about him as well. Anyway, that's another thing. But... Alicia Keys, when she first came, I remember, I used to be such a massive fan of Alicia Keys on her first album, bro. There was I think it was like a 4-page, double-page spread of her in The Observer. I used to read The Observer when I was a nerd, bro. I used to buy The Observer every Sunday, right? And I used to read.
You didn't get The Observer through osmosis, like someone else had it and it was lying around. You used to buy The Observer. How old were you when you bought The Observer?
I was. This was secondary school. I was buying The Observer. I was reading The Observer.
On your way home or on your way to school?
Brother, it was a Sunday.
I
would buy it on a Sunday. It was like £2.50, I think. I would buy The Observer. I would buy The Observer, and they used to have The Observer magazine in it as well.
Yeah.
There was a player called Cherno Samba who later on in life I interviewed. He had a massive spread in there about football and how he was listen, I used to read The Observer, bro. Like broadsheet newspaper. Ask about K Kurd, right? I was a reader. Later on in life, it went left, right? Now
I can't get over you. Is it a broadsheet, The Observer?
Yes, it's massive. The ones that were like that big.
And how old are you?
I was a teen, young teen. So we're talking about like 14, 15, 16, those ages. So
most kids are just rolling that shit up to like set fire to it. Do you know what I mean? At that age, isn't it? Like, right, let's just get The Observer and roll it up and just set fire to it.
No one's saying let's get The Observer. I was a certified nerd, right?
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. Right?
I'm shocked. I'm absorbing this before I even have anything else to say.
You're observing.
I'm observing this.
Yeah, you're observing what I'm saying, right? Yeah. So and she had a massive double page, and I kept it. Because I was that much of a fan of her. And I remember reading it later on but it was a massive interview. Anyway, Alicia Keys comes on Super Bowl halftime show, right? Amazing red dress on, right? Alicia Keys is a married woman, by the way.
Very married. Very really married, like really deep in there. It's not a new thing.
She's married for a while. Swiss Beats, right? Who is a producer.
Of sorts, yeah.
And whenever I see, because Usher, there was another time as well, right, when I was saying he's trying it, right, where there is a clip of him performing with Beyonce, right, and he gets close to Beyonce in a manner where they're like grinding on each other, right? And this is why, let me tell you, right? I can't be Swiss Beats or Jay-Z, and I'm fine with that, right? If this is what it takes to be a power couple, brother, I don't have that.
Didn't Sean Paul held a wine though, innit?
Yeah.
Sean Paul held a wine from Beyonce to baby boy as well, you know.
Baby boy, you stay on my mind. Fulfill my fantasy. You're dancing with another man saying you fulfill my fantasy.
I don't know why in my head I feel like he was looking Jay-Z in the eyes as he did that as well. I don't know why. I feel like he was a menace back then. Sean Paul. I feel like now he wouldn't do that, but back then he was reaction? I've not seen his reaction.
He goes, closes his eyes as if he's praying to go, Lord, give me the energy, right? Yeah. And let me tell you, I would have shades on.
Yeah.
So you would not see what my facial expression is like, bro.
You'd be the meme of that mask. You know the mask that's smiling, but with the guy crying behind it. You know what meme I'm talking about, innit? I'm
a jealous lover.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're like. I don't know if you have the stomach for that stuff. But listen, this is why it's very important to know yourself, know what you're like, know your weaknesses and your strengths. I will be real. I cannot get with a woman in the industry. Fair enough, whatever. You got your work husband, right? Whatever. Cool, whatever. I know this is a big joke thing, right? Online where it's like, oh, work husband's work wife, right? I do not want to see you with your work husband at the Super Bowl halftime show.
Whining it down on a world stage. Literally one of the most watched sporting events in the world.
Did you see the hug he gave her? Did you see the hug?
Usher, and the perfect screenshot where she's like looking back and they've managed to capture
the smile,
like, the delight. Yeah,
the delight on her face. You're correct. That was the best. Say that again.
It was the delight on her face.
It was a perfect. That is the perfect sentence. It was probably one of the most perfect sentences you've said on this podcast, right? Because it was the
setting
delight.
The bar high.
It was the delight that really irked me, right? But no, the hug that he gave her, right? It was reminiscent of Bow Wow and Omarion back in the "Let me hold you." And he sort of put it. He went up behind her. Yeah, already. Why are you behind my woman? Right? Like I'm not Swiss Beats. But why are you behind my woman? Let me hold you. And then he started with you. You're mine. All of this nonsense, right? And then he's holding.
You need to be watching this on the YouTube, by the way, guys, because Kay's giving you a blow for blow.
And then she, this is as well as the laugh back with the delight on her face, the smile where she like tilts her head back. Like, see, I had to tilt my head back and I went off mic, right? She tilts her head back, right? But then she holds his arms as it's holding. Right there and then, I would be fuming. My head would be at about 50 degrees Celsius. There would be a hot fever. My resting heart rate would have elevated by about 35 points, bro. I'll be doing zone 3 cardio at that point. My heart is doing zone 3.
Your band would be melting.
My heart is doing, so you're correct. My heart would be doing zone 3 cardio. Meanwhile, I'm there trying to keep it together. This is why you've got to understand who you are. Swiss Beats then goes on Instagram.
That's the first mistake. That is. I want you to carry on, but that's the first mistake. But carry on. That's the first mistake.
He then goes on Instagram. Yeah. Right? Swiss Beats, Alicia Keys' husband. Right? Now, look, this is when I knew he was a better man than me.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe I've got some unlearning to do. Right? But he goes and puts the screenshot of them hugging. This imagery. Puts it on Instagram, puts the caption is like, "We don't hear the nonsense. This is a king and a queen performing blah, 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 blah." I was like,
did too much.
You didn't need to do this.
Did too much. He's doing too much. That is literally a case of doing too much. You know what? We're all having a laugh, right? Me and Kay have gone into it. We're having a laugh. But at the end of the day, we all know deep down, they're in love. It's cool. Just hold the corn. It's part of you being out there, innit?
You're famous.
As soon as you know your missus is performing at the Super Bowl, you need to know that you're going to be in the papers at some point, yeah? From when she's dancing alongside someone else who is known for very sexual music, yeah, is called a king, yeah, a goat of R&B, yeah. You need to know that there's going to be a little bit of a point where you're going to come up. So he should have look, I reckon, have a quiet cab ride home, innit?
No,
that's enough.
But you make a great point though. But I don't think this was a gender thing as well, because what I think even Usher's wife, because he got married as well. Usher's wife must be looking at her going, what are you doing, bro?
Of course. Like, and did she do a press release?
No, but
there we go.
Usher's wife isn't famous.
Still though. Yeah, but like, you know what though? I feel like Alicia might have a bit more energy than Swiss. I don't want to make it into competition in this year, but she's a massive artist and he's broken amazing boundaries, created some amazing music, but she's done some amazing stuff in music. And I feel like he should have just chilled, man. Like his people around him to say, listen, yeah, Swiss, she loves you, bruv. It's all good. It's just a picture.
He wanted to address the haters like, oh, don't bother me. It bothered you.
Yeah, but see, when you say, no, it's cool. I don't mind. I'm just going home early, like from football or something. Yeah, it's like
paragraphs.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, right, if obviously we've got loads of women listeners, please do get in touch. If you saw your husband getting behind another woman, and I understand it's art, but would there be a little bit of jealousy? But
we work in entertainment, Kay, so it's quite a common conversation for people to have relationships. Like, for example, your husband or wife is in a film and they do like a sex scene, bro.
There's no way. I'm not doing it.
Happens, but then, like when the chemistry really is good, you get something like a Brad Pitt and Jennifer, a Brad Pitt and
you have every right.
What am I forgetting the name? Angelina Jolie. So they end up getting, like, when you're watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith, yeah, the sexual chemistry between that husband and wife is palpable. You know where they have the fight and they like have sex afterwards, yeah. It's a silly film, a comedy like action film, but I believe it
right now. Yeah.
I believe it, yeah. And then it was so believable that they ended up getting together.
You're like, oh, they fucking.
They fucking.
They fucking.
Yeah. They're sharing trailers.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Right, as a single man, I would never do sex scenes. I think
ever.
I don't think I'd ever do one. I've got an opinion about sex scenes where I think they're all useless in films.
I agree with you, but I love you, bro. But I feel like if Disney comes along, and you're like, no, that many O's. No, okay,
I'm not doing the whole. While people are watching, like in the room, there's no way.
So what is it? In the 90s, they had like this.
You've never seen The Rock to a sex scene?
Nah. Exactly. So you want to be like that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I do always say Kay, Kurd and The Rock. I was always put in the same sentence in terms of energy. So to be fair,
I'm glad you relate to. But,
I get that.
But I don't want to do.
Yeah. Do you know what? You're right. You're fair. You're right. If Barack Obama don't do sex scenes, I ain't gonna do them either, bro. You're right.
But even Vin Diesel, I don't think I've seen him do a sex.
Yeah.
They'll do a kissing, like it might get a little bit.
So would you do a kiss?
Depends how much money.
Because they do actually have, like, I don't know how aware of this you are, and maybe I'm talking to a listener, Kay probably knows about this, but they have like proper intimacy coaches now. Obviously, one, post Weinstein, we got to make sure everything's legit, right? Mm-hmm. And two, like, they have to make sure it looks really sexy whilst minimizing the amount of sexual contact. Yeah. So I would presume, like, when you shot stuff for TV or film and stuff like that, you know, bruv, they film like sometimes 5 seconds of the film a day. So you're literally running the same lines every day. You could be filming a sex scene over a couple of days. Who knows? Yeah. It probably gets very boring. However, the end output looks fucking indistinguishable from real sex.
I don't want my bare bum to be on camera.
What if they put a bum actor in though?
I don't know.
Yeah. Like, that is a done thing, bro.
No, I just don't think there's like a need for the world to see me trying to get intimate with someone, and I don't think it adds to any sort of stories.
Yeah,
but
the kiss though, maybe.
Right,
no tongues though. You know that's the rule in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Because some people have digressed.
I'm not really a massive fan of. I'm not really a massive fan of kissing scenes either. It doesn't really. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but you know, and there's that chemistry between two characters, and they like fall over or something. They look each other in the eyes, and they're like really close to each other. Everyone's always like, "Are they gonna kiss? Are they gonna kiss? Are they gonna kiss?"
See old films where it just fade to black, brilliant. They get close, fade to black, brilliant, lovely.
Bollywood,
love that.
Bollywood films, but you don't see a kiss at all. To be fair, high value entertainment don't need any lips in, let alone sex scenes. Does the job.
Let me know what you think. Or let us know what you think. Could you see your partner getting intimate with somebody for their work, for their job?
If I'm in the industry and it can happen to me, I can't have a problem with it happening to you.
Of course.
Would I fast forward it? Would I watch it? Would I close my eyes during that part of the film if I'm at the flipping? Like, that's the thing. Imagine you're at a premiere. You're with your missus. This is a real. You're with your other half, yeah, and then your on-screen wife is next to their husband, and then imagine the two partners that aren't doing the kissing, are sitting next to each other watching their other half on an IMAX.
Them lot. Forget the a whole room. Yeah. There's like 500 people in here, and they're hearing.
And everyone's going ooh, and you're
no one's saying anything. You're just hearing the sounds.
Like, you know, like the saxophone music that you used to hear in them late 90s for And then the next day,
apologize for anybody Marcus's noise.
and the next day there's a pun as well. You know, there's like in those films, there's always like a pun like, "Hey, did you sleep well last night?" No, I didn't get a wink. Me neither. It's worth it though, right? Something like that. You gotta sit there and watch it, man. It's weird. It's very weird.
I'm going to tell you,
a very small number of us people have to experience it.
I am not that mature. I couldn't deal with that.
It's a hard one. If you are that upset about the picture, a still picture where nothing happened, we all knew nothing happened. Yeah,
the apple of your eye.
Yeah, the apple of your eye.
The apple of your eye. Your cinnamon bagel.
Someone's taking a bite into that from the bottom up. You know. Your pistachio croissant, bro. Someone's eating that, bro.
Yeah, you're the person that you tell your deepest, darkest secrets to. Yeah. Somebody else hugging her like they're like. Started when we were younger, you were mine.
Oh, there's one thing I can think of that's worse, you know, is when it's like the newer kind of sex scenes where it's like they're quite
raunchy,
animalistic as well.
Yeah, no,
that's even worse.
Another thing about that. Do you know what? That means we can move on now.
I feel a subject change is coming. I was about to say, Kay's like, I'm very uncomfortable here.
Yeah, now that it's gone too far.
But Swiss, I will say, if you were in someone like Swiss's position, like obviously as something, Marcus Bronzy and Swiss Beats always in the same conversation. You're doing too much, bro. Like I would say, if you're in a situation like that, let the internet. The meme will come and the meme will go. I think he unintentionally would have added a little bit of fire to it. I mean, this time next week, we won't mind.
I'd have just posted a link to a song.
Yeah, but if he was my mate, though, I might be sending that picture to him over a few weeks. I'm horrible.
One thing I was going to say is the other thing about her performance, she got a note wrong at the beginning.
Did she?
Right, she got a note wrong at the beginning. Well, when you're watching it live, over the live feed, there was a note wrong. So there was a video uploaded that was of the live feed on Twitter.
Yeah.
And that was what I watched of the Super Bowl performance. Yeah. 50. When the NFL uploaded the performance later, they'd fix that.
Sweet.
But this then creates a conversation about how they're giving us the Mandela effect in real life.
Ooh.
Where like we won't be able to trust our memories of certain things happening because you would tell your children, right? Like, yeah, no, I remember when I was watching a halftime show, Alicia Keys missed the first note, and then they were like, no, it's not. And you're like, no, I swear to you, they did.
I've gone on the internet, Dad, and I've brought it up here, and they play it back to you, and you're like, no, I swear in my day.
I'm not imagining it.
I'm all right. Yeah, that's what they'll be like. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, that's going through one again.
And you'll be like, your kids are
going to think you've got early onset dementia or Alzheimer's or something.
And they'll be like, that was the dance that was the beginning of the end of Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats' marriage. And you'll be like, no, genuinely, it was just an innocent dance, but they got a screenshot of it. No, someone's used AI to take the still image and turn it into a video. Yeah. And then they've made it into this whole scenario. And look, you can see like, and honestly, Dad, yeah, like they knew each other since they were 9 as well. As well,
but it's a great conversation. Like, how much stuff are they changing from us?
Yeah,
in real time. That somebody else said that like they didn't realize that they were watching a Monsters Inc. with their children, and they were like, "Oh, wait for it. There's some bloopers at the end." They watched it on Disney Plus. There was no bloopers.
No bloopers.
They'd taken them out and put it in a special features section, and they were like, and it's like these sorts of things where it's affecting our memories and changing stuff, right? It is frightening.
Well, it's a conversation I think we spoke about before about physical media. Like it's become a massive conversation over the last 2 weeks since we started speaking about it. Setting trend, obviously. Disney has started pulling some stuff. PlayStation are pulling some stuff as well. So people have bought into subscription services thinking that they're going to get these things forever, or they've even ordered stuff on a service online tomorrow. And if the service closes down, then you don't have access to your album
look
anymore.
at like the TikTok thing on with Universal. Yeah, UMG.
Just took all their,
UMG took all their music away.
So if you've got a UMG song in your track in your TikTok, does it lose all the audio?
Yeah, it loses audio, so it's just silent. So there's loads of people with dancing videos and it's just silence.
How good are we now for Ain't Got a Clue? Just our intro music being this and our outro music being that.
Yeah,
that's
sick.
Really good.
And on that note, we're going off to Patreon. So,
yes.
So if you haven't signed up, sign up. It's great. You get more quality banter like this for the price of a coffee every month. We'll see you over there. Bye-bye.